What's up? What's up? It's your
What's
boy
up?
Sean P back again with another edition of Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. I got my special guest again,
Of
Ansem from
course.
BLG, aka Bootleg Gang. Let me get that right. And what's good? What's good, man? What's good with you tonight?
What's going on, everybody? Ansem, aka BLG, aka Bootleg Gang, aka RIP Crash Out 103.1. Only certain people know what that means, but
Uh
let's keep
huh.
going.
Uh huh. So, Ansem, let's get to it, man. A lot of hot albums came out this year, but November was a especially hot month. Um, I want to talk about a few albums that came out. I got a lot of buzz and a lot of talk
Okay.
in the podcast world, on the blogs, on the net, and also really in hip hop overall. So I want to start with De La Soul Cabin in the Sky. I just did a review on this. Then I
Okay.
posted it. I didn't really do a thumbnail for it, so it's still kind of fresh. But I said I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I gave my take on it. But I want to get your overall take on it first. What was your overall impression of this album? And did this album impress you enough for the buzz that it's getting? Because it's getting a lot of talk.
And I'm
On
surprised
the
that it is, to be honest to you,
Mhm.
because it didn't have a video before the album came out.
That's true.
It's like everyone saw the snippet of running back through Joe and Jada, and that impressed me because Pasta News killed that track. But then when Nas came after, I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm ready to hear this album now. I didn't expect this album to hit as much as I thought it would because their last album, The Anonymous Nobody, was one of their weaker albums. It was cool. Me personally, the only De La Soul album I don't care for is the Nike album that they gave away for free. But
yeah,
before that album, I felt like they never dropped about album before that Nike album. But
yeah.
this brings back that essence. Like if you're a fan of the Grind Date, if you're a fan of any of the AOI albums, if
Uh-huh.
you're a fan of Stakes is High, it will give you that feeling. It may
Oh
not give
yeah,
you the feeling of the first three albums, but it definitely gives you the feelings from everything from Stakes is High to the Grind Date for sure.
I agree with that. See, it's still growing on me. I really think that I said it was about a 7.5 out of 10 to an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good album. I thought it was top 10 worthy. I want
Mhm.
to say what I liked about the album. Like, I like the vibe overall. I'll actually pull up the track list to talk about some of the songs on there.
And to find it interesting is
Yeah,
Dave from De La Soul, the one who passed away, rest in peace, Dave Trugoy.
yeah,
He produced the first song on the album and the last song on the album.
that's right.
I find that interesting.
And I did like his posthumous verses too on I think the package, and I want to say good health as well. But
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think Dave may have only been on like 5 or 6 songs, whether he
yeah,
was rapping along with Paz on a verse
yeah,
or he was doing a hook. Don't Push Me was really the only true solo Dave song on the album.
that's true.
But
That's
it
true.
made sense because when you hear the title track, the song before, and then it leads to the Dave song, like that was a perfect ending to me. Perfect
Yeah,
ending.
I wasn't impressed with ending so much, but I like how it started. Um, the intro was dope, but I like you don't stop. I like the horns in that. I think the production on here was pretty dope. Definitely
Hmm.
was. Sunny Storms and Primo came to play. He definitely came to
Yo,
play on this album, bro.
he needed this album because I know you say you didn't care for the Ransom album. I like the Ransom album, while
Yeah,
I really didn't care for the Rock Marciano album. It had some dope joints, but it we know he could have done way better. But the 3 songs he produced on this album was the primo that I was waiting for, and
yeah,
he kind of went a little back because he didn't use those late '90s, early 2000 drums. He kind of went gangstar with it a little bit.
He took it back a little bit. He
especially
definitely did.
on what was the name of that song? The Silent Lot, yeah, The Silent Life of a Truth, and the song with Black Thought is like of course, it's Black Thought. That's probably like my second favorite song on the album.
Yeah.
NF, niggas fronting. That's what it means. But yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna get to Primo in a minute because I want to talk about some other things with him. But first, like I liked Sunny Storms. I like Good Health. The package. I love the old synergy between Podnus and Dave on there.
now Will B and Cruz Summers, that kind of gave you a little bit of flashbacks of like the interludes of the first three albums.
Yeah,
Even though it kind of
yeah,
didn't fit to a certain extent, but it made sense why they put it on here. I guess
yeah,
they wanted to bring like all albums into one, but it felt more like stakes is high to the grind date to me.
yeah. See, I'm not a big. This is like a personal thing with
Yeah,
me.
you're
I'm
not
not a
an
big
interlude head.
interlude guy
Yeah.
or skits or what have you. It fit. I could have done without it,
Yeah.
but it still was good. I think the song with Killer Mike for Mama, I love the sentimental value of it.
Yeah, Knots produced that. And I find it interesting because you could tell Killer Mike wanted to rap longer.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. I like that song, but I don't know if I like the song in the context of this album. Maybe on another project, maybe even on a Killer Mike project. But I like, yeah. But that's a good point that he did want to. It seemed like he had a little bit more in him.
Yeah. Now, to me, the MVP of this album, as far as the sound, Super
Yeah.
Dave West. For those who don't know, Super Dave West done a lot of production with De La Soul and a lot of underground artists.
Uh-huh.
He kind of has a Jay Dilla Knots type of feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, he went in on this album. He definitely
Super
went in.
Dave West, Primo, and Pete Rock too. So you got the whole real. I said in my last my review of this, my original review, I said this gave me that 1999 raucous feel. Like it did have that vibe to it.
Yeah.
It definitely did. And these three producers definitely brought that whole element, that whole vibe back. You know what I mean? And of course, Run It Back with Nas. Oh my God, that Nas verse is something else. It almost feels like that song could be a little bit longer too.
Yeah.
But I think it was just enough of an appetizer to get you ready for December 12th. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, Nas is spitting like that.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
So
I also like the storyline of just how it is too. Especially that second verse was hilarious.
yeah. True. What else did I like on here? I like Patty Cake, man. I like the story vibe of that. You know what I mean? Also, A Silent Life of a Truth. You know, I call it reality rap. You know what I mean? It's so relatable. That type of hip hop where it may not be like flex talk or a club banger or whatever, but it's relatable life stories that anybody can relate to. So I do like both of those songs.
My only issue with this album,
yeah,
I wish it was more Dave on here.
Yeah.
That's the only issue I have with this album. And the two short songs where I can understand why they put it on here, it could have been better without it. Actually, if those two songs were on there, I probably would have rated higher.
That's true.
But I don't have no weak tracks on here. Now, some people told me they felt it was a little too much singing, but I noticed De La Soul's last few albums did have a good amount of singing, so it kind of makes sense.
Singing in one context. I mean, if it fits the song, I don't know if I agree with that. I think the well, maybe because of the interludes, like maybe like the It Will Be or Will Be or something like the Yummy Bigum stuff.
They had
like
one song, Believe in Him. Now that made sense.
Yeah, and the
Q-Tip
that
on there made sense.
And the
So the
Q-Tip
Q-Tip
song
song hit.
disappointed me a little bit. You
You
know what I
didn't like
mean?
that?
Nah, it kind of disappointed me. Like I wanted, I mean, it's Q-Tip. Like I wanted him to bring back that, that what was it? That
The Tribe Q-Tip. You're not too much of a fan of the Renaissance amplified Q-Tip because he was kind of more like that on this song.
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. What was the name of that crew back in the late 80s and the 90s? Not the it's Jungle Brothers, them, Tribe,
Jungle
and
Brothers, Tribe, De La Soul, Leaders
yeah,
of the New School, Moni Love, Queen Latifah, Native Tongues.
Native Tongues. Yeah, I wanted more of that Native Tongues vibe, and I didn't get that from this song. It was more of a later vibe. I wanted to take it back there, but
Yeah, the first three albums definitely is Native Tongues all day. By the
yeah,
time they linked with Dilla on Stakes is High,
mm,
you started noticing they started growing into their own sound.
that's true. That's true. Yeah. Also, what you think about the Black Thought song? That song's growing on me hard. Like that.
Man, I don't mean to go off topic, but there's a dude in 750 that wanted
Yeah,
me to go on live with him because he
yeah.
got Meek Mill over Black Thought. What I was going to do was tell him, name me a Meek verse in 2025 better than that verse on this album.
Oh no, Meek ain't got nothing. How old's the dude though?
I don't know. He probably 30 something.
Well, if he's in his 30s, I could see it. I kind of can't see it, but I could see it if he's
You
in his
gotta
30s.
remember, you got the people that are like big fans. Keep in mind, we're our biggest era is the 90s and the 2000s. So
Yeah,
you may be more lean to the 90s, or you may be lean more to the 2000s. If you're
yeah.
more lean into the 2000s, then you're more into that party vibe. You know what I'm saying? So
He's obviously from the 2010s. He's repping that era, and I mean Meek rep Philly in that era, but I mean
and
he's
don't
not.
get it twisted, Meek is cool, but I wouldn't even
Yeah.
put him in the top. Is he even top 5 from Philly?
Well, Black Thought's number one. He's the Nas of Philly.
Black Thought,
Um,
Beans, Freeway, Cassidy.
I would
Me
say Beans.
personally,
I would say Beans is
B.
definitely number two,
I
and
got Malik
then
B at number 5. Most people won't agree, but I got Malik B. To
I
me,
forget about her, man.
He was rhyming verse for verse with Black Thought on those Roots albums.
Either one of them ain't touching Will Smith. Nah, psych. I'm just playing.
Now, see, if it wasn't but for Malik B, I probably would. Is Will
But
Smith over Meek
anyway,
Mill? That's a good question. I'm
let me
gonna
let
ask
me think
you.
about that though. I think it's
Oh,
Thought and Beans.
Vinny Pass. I fuck with Vinny Pass hard. I know you may not, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not a Jedi mind tricks dude. You know what's funny? Quick story. I had
Yeah.
a dude that used to rap with this dude used to rap with Reese when they had Shadow Company. This is going back to late 90s, early 2000s. They had a rap group, and he was cool with Vinny Paz. Like they used to meet up on South Street, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
White dude, my homie Ant or whatever. Shout out Ant, wherever you are. I ain't seen him in like 20 years, but anyway, yeah, he knew Vinny Paz. And also my other homie, I think Dimitri, that's Reese's cousin. I think he
Mm.
met Vinny Paz, I want to say.
It's
Or
interesting you know someone named Dimitri because a nigga from our old rap group from Illinois
yeah,
named Rhymestone. His real name is Dimitri, and he was like
no shit.
he was the peaceful dude of the group. So yeah,
Yeah,
man. Shout out to
Dimitri,
D.
he ain't too peaceful. He was a little bit of a wild child, but
But yeah, let's
anyway,
get back to the Deadline album though, because to
yeah,
me,
yeah.
this is clearly a top 10 album. I wouldn't say top 5, but definitely a top 10 album.
Yeah,
As far
I
as
agree
rap.
with that. I agree with that. I want to go top 10. It's probably going to make the back end of my top 10, but it could grow on me. Like it's really getting a lot of talk. Like
Yeah.
all of the podcasts from Joe Budden's. I don't think Dead End reviewed it yet. I'm waiting on their review, but it's getting really high reviews. You know what I mean? So definitely, I think I go 7.5 to 8. I could see it rounding out to an 8. You know what I mean with everything. But we'll get to our top 5 albums later on to see if it cracks any of the albums that we had that we previously mentioned. So
Yeah, if 3 songs weren't on there, I probably would give it a 9.
yeah,
But definitely 8 though. Ain't nothing
I
weak
hear
on
that.
there. But
I
like I
hear that.
said, shout out to Super Dave West. You showing me you still fire on those beats, bro.
Yeah. He definitely did his thing on there. So Wale, Everything Is a Lot. What were your thoughts on that album?
Wale is from the city I was born in, Washington, D.C.
Okay.
You
Okay.
would think I would be a big Wale fan.
Mm-hmm.
When he first came out, I was like, he hit or miss. But his first album I really liked.
Yeah.
Ambition is clearly his best album, still his best
Oh
album to this
yes.
day.
No
Like
question.
that's his legacy album. But since then it's like you'll hear something real dope from Wale, and then you'll hear something real weak from Wale. With that being said, the last Wale album I kind of liked was the
Mhm.
album about nothing.
I remember that
This
album.
I
Yeah.
put on the same level as that.
Okay.
This actually surprised me to a certain extent. Even though it gives me that Wale that I can skip, the first time I listened to this, I didn't skip anything. Now the second time, I had to skip that song YSF. But songs like here's the thing with Wale. His every album he puts out starts out fire. And then somewhere in the middle is where it starts to like fall off. And I started seeing that with this album because I was
Yeah.
very impressed from Who's the Man to Power and Problems. To me,
Yeah.
those are clearly the best songs of the album. Everything from I said Who's the Man. I'm sorry, I'm looking at something different. Everything from Conundrum to Power and Problems to me is perfect. If he would have put that out as an EP, I would be still playing this EP.
The first
Especially
7.
the Belly song. The Belly
Yeah.
song hit. Blanco was dope. Michael Fredro, he used that one sample. Dang, I forgot what original record it was, but Cormega used that sample before.
Yeah. That's where you it was on what is it? Cormega put out an album. I want to say it was 2001.
It was on the realness. I know it's on
The
that album. I
Realness,
just
there
forgot
it
the
is.
name of
Yep.
the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such an underrated album. That was one of my favorite albums nobody talks about. Oh my god.
One thing I noticed also is that Wale is a very lyrical dude. He didn't sound too lyrical on this album. It felt like he was a lot more personal.
Yeah, and that's what I liked about it. Just to name the songs that you like, I like the first 7 too. Michael Fredo, he did sound like Rick Ross on there though, but
But it was fire
it
though.
was fire. It was a banger, wasn't it? See, the thing about Wale is this surprised me. I was kind of a Wale guy back, if you want to say the 2011 time, 2011, 2012. I know there was a discussion at that time who, it was J. Cole, it was Kendrick, it was Drake,
Yeah, because if I'm
it
not
was
mistaken,
Wale,
wasn't that
it was
the
Freddie
same
Gibbs.
time?
It was that
Yeah.
Leaders of the New School era, right? And I was kind of on Wale's side. Like I could see him going far, but after his first 2 albums, definitely after Ambition, he just became very mid. You know what I mean? And he started going into like an R&B type of philosophy vibe, and I just wasn't really digging it.
He
But
stuck on that for a good minute.
oh yeah, oh yeah. But this one, I'm feeling this album. I like the emotional aspect. You brought up like he took a very personal stance on this record,
Yeah.
and it was because of his hangups with relationships. I don't know if he just got out of a breakup or a marriage or what, but it see, I think emo rap when done right is very effective because it's relatable. You know what I mean? Especially men, they can relate to it. You know what I mean? With the issues they go through with women, their baby mothers, whatever, I think at one point Joe Buttons was a master at this. Eminem was a master at this. Even Lil Wayne, early Drake. I mean, he was an emo rapper. You know what I mean? And that was when Drake, in my opinion, was at his best. You know what I mean? This is the type of lane Wale needs and needs to stay in, because this hits, man, and it's got like a little bit of bounce to it. Like he used some of the R&B samples from the 90s, like Where to Start. And
Watching Us.
what was the one with Leon Thomas?
That was it. Watching Us.
Yeah, Watching Us. Yeah, and Leon Thomas, he's the shit too. He's my next one.
I did like Tomorrow Today, the concept of that.
Yes. Tomorrow Today, yeah, man. The only thing I wasn't feeling is he went too much into that Afro beats vibe, and it didn't really fit the concept of this album. And
exactly.
even though Shabuzi did his thing, I really wasn't digging the country joint at the end, the singing joint on there. Now, if you want to say there was a little bit too much singing on this album, I could see that. You know what I mean? But it was still effective. You know what I mean? Like this album kind of impressed me. This is in my top 10 as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what you thought, but I gave it like an 8 to 8.5 or so. But definitely it was one of my better albums of this year. Hold on.
I gave the album About Nothing a 7, and I put this around the same range.
7. I could see that.
Because it's definitely better than that third album, the album that was in gold. It was way better than that album. I haven't heard his last album that he put out. I want to say it was in 2011. It was like a sequel to one of his earlier mixtapes that he turned to an album. I forgot which one it was, but I'm gonna go back to that one.
Yeah. What other albums caught your attention in November?
I finally listened to Ruben Vincent and Knife Wonder.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Now,
that's a good one.
This is the Knife Wonder who was fucking with Rhapsody, because there was a time where Knife Wonder was so sample heavy, and then when he did the project with David Banner, he couldn't get the samples cleared. So he remade the beats, and it got mixed reviews.
Yeah,
but he kept that style and still had the sample beats when he was started messing with Rhapsody. He probably was with his most experimental production wise with Rhapsody, because she done albums where they were rare. There was very little samples produced by Knife Wonder. The album
that was
got nominated for a Grammy. I think the album she got nominated for a Grammy probably had the second least Knife Wonder sampling in it, because that probably had a lot of replaying from scratch. But see, that album hit though. To me, this gives you a flashback of that and the Return of the B-Girl mixtape. Now, Ruben Vincent ain't the best rapper, I'll tell you that. But as long as you can fit on Knife Wonder beats, then it's a go.
Yeah, it was smooth to me. That was definitely dope. I listened to that a couple weeks ago, and I was, because I saw some of the in one of the hip hop groups on Facebook. I saw someone posting some videos. I was like, let me check this out. It's a dope vibe. It definitely is a dope vibe, man.
Queen City is the single where he sampled Donnell Jones.
Yeah, there's a lot of 90s, 2000s R&B sampling on there.
Yeah,
I dig that. That's a smooth, like, chill vibe. And the dude really fit the tone of the beats on there. So he did a good job with that.
Here's the part though. The only song I didn't like on that album happens to be the song with Wale.
yeah, that you're right about that. That song was okay. It wasn't too bad, but it was okay. My pick definitely is this Ransom Uncomfortable Truth. This was much better than the Primo joint that he did with DJ Premier, because this was more Ransom had more bite to it. He sounded better over these conductor beats because he really didn't have a bass line on these beats. they were all just straight like
Straight
sample.
rapping.
Yeah, but
Yeah. What's the name of the song where he switched the flow like 3 times and he rapped fast in the middle? What's the name of that song?
I think it was Boomaye. I want to
Okay.
say his flow was different on there. I like the way he switched his flow up on there.
Yeah, I
What
need to
I
hear this
really
album.
like too is JR on here. He doesn't get enough credit. He's a fire lyricist.
Okay. Hmm.
Definitely, you got to check that out.
I need to hear that.
This is only thing is it's kind of short. It's like 8 songs or so.
Well, every Ransom project is short, minus a few. So
That's true.
yeah.
To me, this was what the Primo album should have been. You know, I kind of was
Okay.
expecting the reverse. Like maybe the Conductor Williams album would have been like just okay, but this is kind of the reverse. You know,
Mm.
there is a conversation to be had. In 2025, because Conductor's been really active, Primo's been really active, and also Alchemist's been really active. Who do you think has been the best so far out of those three?
Clearly Alchemist, because another album that came out that I finally listened to twice was the Arm and Hammer album. That's
Michael
like
Hit
an
Boy?
East Coast. No, that's actually
Okay.
no. I heard 2 Alchemist albums lately. Before I
Okay.
mentioned the Hit Boy one, Arm and Hammer, which is Billy Woods and I forgot the other dude's name, but they're they made like an East Coast version of a Earl Sweatshirt album, but better lyricism.
Okay.
Like if you like the Earl Sweatshirt Alchemist projects, you really like this one.
Yeah.
It's
I
underrated. The
still
name of
I
the
did
album is called I forgot the name. It is called hold on, I got you. Mercy.
I didn't even get to um the Hit Boy album or this one, but I'm just basing this off of Alfredo 2 and the 2 Chains and Larry
Life
June.
is beautiful. I still put Life is Beautiful and Alfredo over these though.
Yeah, yeah. And off of that alone, I still give the edge to
Ow.
Alchemist. Now, Conductors had a run too. I mean, he's
Oh, the joint he did on the Chez Noir 7X the Genius album.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that. Of course, you got this Ransom project. You got the project he did with Rome Streets too.
Boldy James. I remember that project that
Boldy
came out
James.
early this year.
You know,
Yeah.
I gotta listen to more of his stuff because a lot of people are giving him a lot of props this year, saying that he's one of the artists of the year. So I gotta catch up on his stuff.
You know how
Um,
he you know who put him on low key? Dilla, but
Griselda, right?
after he died. Yeah, like he was on Jay Dilla songs after Dilla passed.
That's right, because
But
he's
yeah,
from Detroit, right?
yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
But
Yeah,
I definitely like his run. Um to me, Boldy James was Ransom a few years ago. Because to me, Ransom was putting out a good amount of projects and they were cool, but none of them stand out. Like this
yeah.
Ransom is clearly the best Ransom this year.
Oh yeah. To me, in my opinion, he's the best lyricist in the game right now. If I had to pick one, I
And
mean,
it's
you know what
messed
I
up
mean?
because my last name is Ransom.
Yeah,
My rap name is Ansem. So I'm
yeah.
not being biased, bruh, because like I said, I found him dope, but I put him on the same level as Currency music wise. But he's past that right now. Right now, Ransom is on his run
His
lyrically.
Currency with superior bars. I mean, Currency's got a dope vibe to him, but this man's bars. I mean, the way he just paints pictures and just breaks shit down to you on a relatable level, and you get it. You know what I mean? He doesn't try and go over your head too much,
Mhm.
and he's just aggressive with it. To me, he's the best lyricist in the game. It will be an interesting conversation with him and Malice for this year, which we're gonna get to because we're gonna get to our awards at the
Okay.
end of the year. But as far as best lyricist, um, Malice may be the only guy that kind of push him, to that limit. Or, which we're going to get to talking to in a little bit, maybe Nas. We'll see. You know what I mean? But I think right now it's got to go to bars wise, definitely has got to go to Ransom.
The Hit Boy Alchemist album.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think Hit Boy outshined Alchemist on this album.
Mm.
That might be the only setback.
Hit Boy. Oh, are you talking about beats
Both.
or rap? Because Hit Boy's a better rapper. I mean, rap wise, Alchemist really ain't that guy. But Hit Boy
the
can rap
best
a little
beats
bit.
on this project is where they both collaborate together.
Yeah.
But the Hit Boy beats by itself, to me, are better than the Alchemist beats by itself.
Yeah.
On this project.
All right. So
Hit Boy don't get the props he deserves, bro. Like, the dude can spit. The dude can make any kind of beat. Like, I would have thought he got a lot more props after Nas.
I think the Nas run put him in the elite class of all time producers. I mean, he's up there.
I just feel like he should be higher because we're not gonna act like this dude didn't produce.
I'll put it to you like this. It's not fortunate or unfortunate, but Hit Boy was having a master run. But in terms of the West Coast, once Mustard came out with Not Like Us and GNX, everything changed because Mustard now is that West Coast dude that they're trying to put into that Dr. Dre type of sphere now. When really consistently wise, it should be Hit Boy as far as the West Coast. You know what I mean?
Then again, I don't know because must have been out for a while too.
They kind of been out about the same time. What
song came out first? What came out
Hit
first?
Boy,
YG came out first. So but wait a minute. Hit Boy was also working with Quentin Miller too back then.
Hit Boy was producing on Watch the Throne. Remember that?
Yeah. That is
he
did
Niggas in Paris.
What you need? What he produced that song.
Yeah.
Nah, you know, I'm gonna give you a little tip. I know a lot of people don't talk about Dude No More, but listen to any Quentin Miller song that's produced by Hit Boy. And you'll be like, dang, I wish he would have gave this beat to Drake or Nas. Cause I swore it's always like the least lyrical niggas that somehow ghostwrite for other niggas that get the hardest beats from producers. And Quentin Miller, he's that type of dude. Like, he ain't even that good of a rapper. And funny thing is, it's just that he's catchy. So when he writes for Drake, you hear that catchiness with Drake's flavor just makes it better. But imagine that flavor without the lyrics on like hard ass beats. That's Quentin Miller. So it's crazy that I see that. But yeah.
I gotta read up on Quentin Miller. I just know him as a guy that did some stuff for Drake. That's it.
He also wrote the hook to the first song on King's Disease 2. He wrote the hook to that song. Yeah, that's how he got a writer's credit. There was a rumor that he wrote for Nas, but he wrote the hook to that song.
Oh, that's where they got that. They took it and ran with it.
Yeah, and I think he wrote the hook for like another Nas song, but I don't know if it was on that album or KD3.
Thing about it is when those beats are presented to Nas, they already have the hook in there. So it's like, what do you do with it? You know what I mean?
And it's
what are you gonna say?
Why I said because like
get rid of the song. Yeah,
there's a lot of work with Quentin Miller on that level
because he probably, and it was probably something that he cooked up. Hit Boy was cooking up with Quentin Miller before, and they probably dashed it away. And Nas was like, "Oh, I want that."
But now I'm telling you, a lot of people didn't like Define My Name that came out last year. To me, that's the Nas I want to hear. Not because it was on a Primo beat, was because of what he was rapping about, how he was rapping on that Primo beat. I'm getting that same Nas this year. That's why Nas has been my favorite rapper this year, because he's been killing the features.
We're going to get to Nas in a minute, but I just got to ask you, top 5 albums this year. What do you got? Do any of these albums kind of work their way into your top 5?
It hasn't changed. Nope, I take that back. My top 5 hasn't changed. My 6 to 10 has adjusted. But I got a feeling if I hear Ransom. Okay. As of right now, I got Mobb Deep number 1, Raekwon number 2, Clips number 3, 2 Chainz, Larry June, and Alchemist number 4, Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist number 5,
I got you.
Saba and No ID, the most underrated album this year from the private collection of Saba and No ID, number 6.
Okay.
Black Milk and Fat Ray. I told you about that album. Food
Uh-huh.
from the Gods, number 7. I got De La Soul, number 8.
That's a good play.
Shay
Yeah.
Noir and the other guys. To me, Shay Noir's best project
7
in a long
Adventures
time.
or something like that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
look
number
at it.
9.
Yeah.
Number 10 was Ghostface Killer. But then I heard the
Mhm.
Ransom DJ Premier project. I like that more than the Ghostface Killer project. But then you're saying this new Ransom album is better than that.
Oh yeah. I definitely think so.
Also, there's still some more albums I need to look up, but I got a feeling Ghostface Killer is going to be removed because there's some more albums I need to listen to. Oh, one
Yeah.
album I would put over Supreme Clientele 2, and I'm sorry, my underground niggas, but I gotta say this.
Mhm.
Dawn Trip, Forgiveness is a God's Job, Part 1. Yo, he been
Mhm.
putting out a lot of albums the past few years, but to me, he didn't put out as many albums this year as last year, but this was his best project to me.
Wasn't
Dawn
Don
Trip
Trip
is
like
sick.
he was more like a turn up guy, wasn't
He does it
he?
all.
Oh, he
He does
does?
lyrical shit. He
Okay.
does turn up shit. He'll do the singing rap shit. He'll do super lyrical shit. He's versatile as fuck. And you're going to hear it on this project, Dawn Trip.
I gotta
That
check
nigga be
that out.
spitting. And he's the better of the two of the Step Brothers. Because him and what's the name of that nigga? Starlito. They had that Step Brothers series.
Yeah, didn't they? Yeah, they were a group, weren't they? I remember the
Yeah.
Carlito guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Desired Crowns, that's the one. That's the name with Seventh Genius. That's the other chick. She's Griselda too. With Shea Noir. I didn't do a formal review of that album. That album's pretty hard. Just to let you know, like this album, the Desired Crowns album, the bars were hard, but the punches were kind of basic. You know what I mean? Like they weren't like they didn't wow me like that.
I
But
don't think they were trying to out rap each other. I think they were just
yeah,
trying to blend and make songs. That's what it sounded like. It was
yeah. I
because
mean
this wasn't Shea Noir's best album.
that's what I mean. But I
That's why you
still
need to hear
thought
that
it was
other
dope.
guy's album. That hit.
Yeah, like her last solo, I think it was last year that came out was fire. That was dope. Um, but yeah, anyway, back to the top. I go top 5 before I go to 10.
Okay.
Definitely Clips number 1. That's like pole position for this year, you know. Alfredo 2. I would probably edge Mob Deep, Infinite in there. Raekwon number 4. Number 5, I'm gonna have to go with probably Dave East. Let me go Karma 4 with that. That kind of moved up the ladder with me. Number 5, I would even go Dave East, Fine Dining with Young Chris. That's still one of my bangers for this year. 7, I may have to go Wale right now. Everything is a lot.
All right.
8, I probably gonna have to go this new Ransom project that just dropped. I'll probably say The Unconventional Truth at number 8. Number 9, I don't know. It's probably a toss-up between De La Soul right now and I'll probably say De La Soul. What other album kind of impressed me? I said De La Soul is number 9. I don't know where my number 10 is at right now. As far as what came out.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe this I didn't do a formal review, but maybe this Shea Noir and Seventh Genius or what have you. I might have to go with that one. And I still, you know what? I gotta go back and review the 2 Chainz, Larry June, and Alchemist because I did it earlier and I wasn't impressed, but I got a feeling if I go back and listen to it now, I'll probably have a different feeling. Because I kind of listened to it earlier in the year and I was still caught up with GNX and the whole Kendrick and Drake and all that stuff. So I didn't really listen to these albums. So I got to go back and revisit that one.
My favorite Alchemist beat this year
Yeah.
is on that album,
Hmm.
and it's Bad Choices.
Yo, yeah, that's fire. That's fire. I know what you're talking about. That's definitely a fire track. Um, anyway, we got to Nas. Let's close with some Nas for a little bit. So they
Before we
released
get the Nas, my bad. Before we get the Nas, there were some albums that I had in my top 10 that I took out. Smith and
Mhm.
Wesson was in there, but I took it out. JID was in there, but I took it out.
Yeah.
And that's it. You can go ahead.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So Nas, I'm trying to plan a preview show for Light Years that's gonna come out. And it's gonna be next Friday.
Yeah.
It's gonna come out. The long-awaited album. Here's the album cover. You know what I mean?
Nas, please make me buy this album because ever since I bought Common and Pete Rock last year, the first vinyl I ever bought because I stole records in the past.
I need to get a
And
record player and get vinyls.
but
Yeah,
I was hoping the one album I buy would either be Alfredo 2 or this album.
yeah. I heard a snippet of one of the songs on there. The beat is fire. I was like, oh, that's how they coming.
Well, yeah,
15 tracks. 15 tracks. So this is a solid album. Not too long, not too short.
but hold on, where'd you hear the
Ooh.
snippet?
I heard it on. It was like a I think something for Apple Music or something like a promo, and the beat was and they had the whole picture in the background, and the beat was going. That was I was like, yo, if they come in like that, whoo! I posted it on the page. I'll tag you to it. I posted it on in Hip Hop Roundtable Review. So
yeah, I was thinking about pre-ordering the album through the
mhm.
Mass Appeal website, but they
Yeah.
don't have the version with the actual album cover. They have like a promo, like those type of promos that you give to like media in advance, and that type of covering. And it
Yeah,
was price high. So I said, if I'm going to pay for that, I want it with the actual cover.
yeah,
And it was selling the
you got to
cassette
do
too.
that.
I was tempted
Sure.
to get the cassette, but I want the cassette with the actual album cover. If that comes out, I'm buying that cassette. I
That'd be
hope this
fire,
album's
man.
worth buying, man.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing: Nas has delivered on every verse of the 7 Legend series. He's arguably put out the hardest verse on each album. Definitely on Slick Rick's. You could definitely on Raekwon's. I don't know about Ghostface. That was probably one of the weaker songs.
But it's still up there.
Yeah, that's right.
The verse is still up
The
there.
Big L album, the De La Soul album. What am I leaving out?
See, the De La Soul album, it's more than just that Nas joint, though.
That
I mean, that Nas joint hit, but the song with Common and Slick Rick, yo, that's
I
my
gotta revisit that Black Thought verse. If it was better, but
I didn't think about that Black Thought first, and that's why, shout out to AJ Greg. Don't ever tell me Meek Mill better than Black Thought and expect me to go on Facebook Live or that, bro. I mean, I'd rather do Bahamadia versus Meek Mill if you want to do that.
Meek's got to be top 5 in Philly, though.
Is he really top 5 in Philly?
All right, we gotta go
over Vinny Paz.
Yeah, I mean Vinny Paz. I'm not the guy
that into that type of style. That's why
I'm not. I dig the underground, but not that type of underground.
Isn't RJ Payne from Philly?
I thought he was from Jersey.
He's from Jersey.
Jersey.
What rapper am I thinking? It was another rapper. Oh, what's the name of that dude? This dude named Squabbles from Philly. That dude,
a battle rapper.
I don't think he's a battle rapper, but he has a battle rapper type of style. That dude be spitting.
Okay, there are tiers to this. There's Black Thought and Beans. I guess we'll go Cassidy.
Freeway for sure.
I go Freeway and Meek. That would be my top 5. I mean, if you want to go, well, Bahamadia only had like a couple of albums, so
But
that's the
she be
thing.
spitting though, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but one album,
That collage album hit, bruh.
that's a classic. That's a classic.
That's definitely what that arguably the best female rap album to come from Philly, unless you like
I'm
Eve's
not, you know what
Rough Riders
it's
First Lady.
crazy. I'm not a Barry Reese guy like that. What Cassidy album was really like that?
See, the thing is, Cassidy mixtapes is what you need to listen to. Because that's
Yeah,
where he go
I
all
get
in.
that.
The
Yeah,
albums, he be focusing on hits. So it's not his best lyrics.
and he got hits. I'll put it to you like this.
But let's not act like Get No Better is ass.
I'd probably listen to Meek's catalog before I listen to Cassidy's catalog. Because Meek has some dope albums. He doesn't have any classics, but he has some pretty good ones.
See, that's my thing. Like, Meek has put out dope projects, but I wouldn't put him as like a better rapper. You know
Yeah, I
who I
think
like? You know who I actually like better than Meek, to be honest to you?
who's that?
Dark Low. That nigga fire.
There are a lot of spitters from Philly,
Yeah,
but I'm just saying it's
it's really
overall
a lot.
mad. Um,
It just so happens that he got one of the best intros ever.
see, Meek can't take out Black Thought, but I could see someone from a certain generation saying, "Well, Meek has more bangers, so therefore he's better than Black Thought." When we're not going to see that at all. You know what I mean?
No, like I
Because
said, I mean, now if you want to
because me,
argue
I'm looking at it.
Cassidy, if you want to argue Cassidy musically, I understand. Lyrically, it's not close.
Yeah, I mean, because what's the Black Thought song with Erica Badu?
You got me.
Without Me.
No, you
Meek
got me.
doesn't have a song nowhere close to that
Now,
level,
see,
man.
I was thinking about making a post between You
Yeah,
Got Me and Dreams and Nightmares. I was gonna make a post about that, but I'm gonna wait till I get in live with this
they're
dude. I know he's gonna ask
two
me.
totally different songs, man. But that's a good battle though.
Yeah, but see, we can't forget about State Property. Oskino was dope, bro.
You know what?
He was the low key of Ghost Rider.
This
Young
is a
Chris was
good
dope.
this is a good
I didn't care for Nefi, but Young Chris is dope, bro.
like, hey, fine dining. Like I was saying, fine dining.
I wish PD Crap put out an album because that nigga
I
flow
met
was
him.
funny as fuck.
I actually met PD Crack in a club years ago. It's going back 20 years or whatever. This is a good debate, man. I put it to you like this: I wouldn't mind seeing that Meek versus Black Thought. If you were gonna do a song for song like you do with the other ones, I wouldn't mind seeing
Man, I got a feeling he gonna want to do that, and I'm be like, oh, I get tired with Eminem. Like, they go from that.
How that Eminem? How the Black Thought Eminem one go? Black
To
Thought won that?
me, Eminem could have smoked Black Thought if he played the right songs, but he was
Yeah.
focusing more on like the lyrical songs. Like, I'll read the playlist to you. It was a weird playlist. Like,
Okay.
this round one, he played No Love.
Oh man, that's round one he went with. No love.
Because he was focusing on more on lyrical songs. Like the biggest hit he played was Renegade. He didn't play My Name Is. He didn't play The Way I Am. He didn't want to play those type of songs because he said we want to focus strictly on lyrics.
So he didn't play like
I didn't play Clones. I didn't play You Got Me because we were focusing on lyrics. So we was playing nothing but lyrical shit.
yeah.
But yeah, check out the Eminem Black Thought one.
That's a good debate.
And the
Meek one, that's
Jay Dilla versus
interesting.
Alchemist.
Dreams and Nightmares. See, that's bias on my side because I'm an Eagle fan. And if you know about Dreams and Nightmares, if you root for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's all I got to say about that. If you know, you know. But
now here's a good question.
Yeah.
What We Do Is Wrong or Dreams and Nightmares?
As an overall song, What We Do Is Wrong. What We Do Is Wrong. Definitely.
Because Freeway, when he be making songs with Jake One, Oh, that should be A plus.
Jake
That
One did
album he
that
put
beat.
out
Then Diddy.
that album he put out last
Yeah.
year. Matter of fact, Jake One did do one song on the De La Soul album.
Well, I mean, Meek don't have an album like Philadelphia Freeway. He just doesn't have an album that level of greatness. But
Or the stimulus package. One. The stimulus package one hit. The stimulus package 2 is hard too, but one is classic, bro.
I like Meek's first album and the album with he did what was the album he did with the Jay-Z feature with the What's Beef feature? Or What's Free?
Champions.
Yeah, I like that. And believe it or not, I like Expensive Pain. That's kind of went under the radar. I fuck with that album. Now that was more of an emo album. You know what I mean? But
Okay.
when Meek raps about pain, he's really good. He's really good at that. You feel the struggle in his bars. Like, I mean, no pun intended for struggle bars or whatever. But you hear his struggle. I'll just say that.
That makes sense. I definitely get that from him.
But I could see it depends on how you grading this. Do you want bangers or do you want quality lyrical work? You know, because to me, I don't think
though. Freeway had all of that on Philadelphia Freeway.
Yeah,
Flip
that's
side
right.
was fire.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not act like he wasn't half a rock the mic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was
the song he had with Mariah Carey was dope.
That was Just Blaze at his finest, man.
Oh yeah.
Just
Blaze was one of his.
They're probably I gotta go. Freeway's my top 3. He's better than even though Cassidy beat him in the battle. I'm going with Freeway.
Now I will tell you this.
You know what? All right. I put it out there like this, man. And I know Cassidy's getting ready to battle.
He's the block captain.
That album. My top 5. Yeah, you convinced me, man. It's Black Thought. It's Beans. It's Freeway. It's Meek Mill, and then I'm going Barry Reese.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Barry. I mean, he's a great punchline guy, but he never just did it for me. I didn't, man. Like I
will say this: I never liked My Drink and My Two Step. I never liked that song.
That was actually a banger. But you see, I was going to the club back then when that song was, and I used to hear that song in the club a lot, so I used to like vibe to it more. Now, I'm not on that way, but yeah, I think he's number 5, bro. Like if you were to do a Cassidy versus, it's interesting. You should do a Cassidy versus Meek Mill because I mean Cassidy's battle's coming up. That would be an interesting battle if you did something like that.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Would you put Meek Mill's music over Eve, though?
Oh, okay. All right. I got to change again. Right? Okay, I'm going Black Thought. I'm going Beans. I'm going Freeway. I'm going Meek. I'm going Eve.
Okay.
That's my top 5. That's the final.
Because Eve does make better music than Cassidy, even though it's rumored that Cassidy wrote some of Eve's shit.
Eve is the most underrated female rapper. She could smoke any female in the game today, including Nicki Minaj. And I know you got a friend, or I don't know if you want to call him a friend, if you know who I'm talking about. If you know, who has something to say about that in 750. I think Eve is a better overall rapper than Nicki. You know what I mean? So I would go with her at number 5.
Okay.
I'll go with her at my number 5.
But see, I can't put Eve over. See, that's why, like, to me, like, for you to be top 5,
you don't want to say Bahamadia.
That's the thing. Like, for me to put you top 5, I gotta put you over Bahamadia because she got one of the. She arguably got the
lyrics. But I'm talking about
songs. Rap song ever.
Songs and Eve's first 3 albums are pretty good, man.
Like Salt and Pepper, I take it,
man.
Plateau niggas think they want this brown sugar like D'Angelo, nigga, and that's a chick rapping like that.
The song "3 the Hard Way."
Yeah, that's a chick rapping like that.
That's one of the greatest female rap songs ever. So you gotta understand, when Eve first came out, I was in college in Baltimore, and they used to play her songs. Her songs came on at the Kappa parties. Kappa threw to the most banging parties back then.
Yeah.
And man, you want to see people get hype and the ladies get hype. Oh my God, man. I mean, you had to be there. That's a you had to be there experience. But
No, Rough Rider First Lady was a dope album.
yeah,
And I can understand if you put
that's
Eve
a classic.
over Bahamadia just off the look,
Mhm.
because Bahamadia ain't the most attractive female.
But Bahamadia, I mean, if you want to say
Bahamadia be spitting, though.
lyricist,
And
maybe,
she be going bar for bar with rappers like she was rapping with Black Thought, rapping with Talib Kweli,
yeah, but I mean,
rapping with Pharoah Monch.
but the thing is, if you're talking lyrics versus I'm talking overall song and artistry, I would have to go with Eve on that. Like that would be my 5 from Philly, man. Unless you want to put
One of my
Will
favorite
Smith up there.
videos. One of my favorite videos is Eve Got a Man, just off of her wearing that yellow shirt.
Yeah.
Man.
Another quick story before we close, right? So back when I was like freshman in college, we're going back early 2000s. There
What
used
college
to
you go
be.
to?
Well, I went to Goucher College in Baltimore. It's close to Towson State, right?
Okay.
But during the summertime, there's this thing called the Greek Fest. It was basically like quote unquote a college version of Freaknik. You know what I mean? And you from down south, if you know what Freaknik was at one period of time, right? So they had a show and Eve performed. Eve Styles came out. I think Eric Sermon, I think EPMD performed. This was like 1999, 2000. X didn't come to this one. He was supposed to come. Beanie showed up, and I saw Eve perform. I was like off to the side, like, and I saw her on stage, and she killed it, man. She killed it. This is in Fairmount Park. Way back when. This had to be like 2000, 99 to 2000. You know what I mean? If I'm not correct, I gotta next time Reese comes on, ask him about the Greek Fest story. He definitely asked him that. Reese was there.
I'm gonna tell you a crazy story. If you ever seen the Little Brother documentary, they talked about how they pretty much gave their album to Questlove at a show they did at Duke University in the rain. Me and my group, Short Bus Alumni, were there. We actually gave actually our producer, Radar Ellis, gave a beat CD, The Black Thought.
You probably have some famous stories, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, like, Black Thought is the only person I've seen that will perform his songs and spit brand new lyrics.
He'll change it on the fly.
He did like some new verses to Solid Treatment, and then Solid Treatment might be one of the best performances I ever did, because he did like a brand new verse. He talked about a chick that he missed from a few weeks ago. He said, I'm gonna talk about the chick from a few weeks ago. I was like, wait a second, that's not the lyrics of the song. The only song he actually spit all the lyrics to was Proceed. Everything else he spit brand new verses. I was like, that's crazy,
dope, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, thanks for joining me again tonight. Next week we're gonna have another show. Probably gonna do a little Nas preview. And if any other topics come up, I think Reese is gonna be back next week because he's out of the country.
We definitely talk about this Nas album, man.
Yeah, so definitely do that. Like, share, and subscribe. Definitely we gotta get our subscribers up to Hip Hop Roundtable Reviews. Check me out. Check out the new content. This will be going up shortly. And check out BLG, aka Bootleg Gang. Ansem, you want to plug your Facebook groups? Many Facebook groups you got?
Facebook.com/group/bootleg gang. Right now, I got polls for where you can vote for Redman versus Old Dirty Bastard, Nicki Minaj versus Missy Elliott, the 40-round version. Long story short, he was there, by the way, Dub wanted to do 2 songs per round. So it was 20 rounds, 2 songs each. I split it to 40 rounds. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, Mariah Carey versus Mary J. Blige. Mystical versus Juvenile is almost finished. And J. Cole versus Pusha T is almost finished. Some people feel away because I'm using clips as cheat codes, but I'm also using J. Cole features also. Because you know he's much better on the features than the solo joints.
In a versus, everything counts.
Yeah, as of right,
Everything
that's
counts in a
probably the
versus.
closest battle in that right now
Yeah.
it's like 9-8 Pusher at the moment.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, I'm gonna start pushing these videos a lot for you too, bro, because we definitely need to make this name known and the group known. Everybody join Hip Hop Roundtable Presents the Review on Facebook groups.
Definitely, definitely.
Everybody also subscribe to Torture Talk and Torture Talk After Hours. Shout out to
Right.
Reed.
King of the North, you just got 20,000 subs, so definitely add on to that. You
And
know what I
hopefully I'll
mean?
catch the bootleg the Cassidy versus Easy the Block Captain. I'm gonna let you know how that
When
battle
is that?
goes.
When is that battle?
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
I'll find it somehow. I'll probably catch up on that. We may have to talk about that. Next week, we may have to do a little review on that one.
Because there's an angle about Easy the Block Captain not from Philly.
I saw that.
Yeah. Even though he claimed that I was born in Germantown, moved around a lot, moved in and out of Philly. So Cassidy is using that angle. We used to live in a city called Pottsville. So we're gonna call you a Pottsville pigeon.
Yeah.
No, not Pottstown. Pottsville. Yeah, that's what's making it more funny because there's a lot of Philly dudes like we heard of Pottstown, but not Pottsville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
It's
angle.
gonna be good, man. Anyway, thanks for joining us tonight, and y'all have a nice evening. All right.
Yeah, peace.